At 65, she looks rich and elegant wearing cheap blouses, yet everyone assumes she shops at luxury boutiques. At 65, Margaret has mastered something that most women struggle with their entire lives, looking effortlessly wealthy without the wealthy budget. The secret isn't in the price tag, it's in knowing exactly what to look for. Most women make critical mistakes when choosing blouses that instantly scream cheap, and they don't even realize it until someone points it out. But today, I'm going to share Margaret's 5 game-changing secrets that will transform any budget blouse into a piece that looks like it came straight from an expensive boutique. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at affordable fashion the same way again. Margaret's first secret is what she calls the fabric touch test, and this alone has saved her from countless fashion disasters. Here's what she taught me. Before you even look at the price or style, run your fingers across the fabric. Quality fabrics have a certain weight and smoothness that cheap ones simply can't replicate. She always looks for blouses with at least 30% natural fibers, cotton, silk, or linen blends. Even if it's mixed with polyester, that natural fiber content makes all the difference in how the fabric drapes and feels against your skin. But here's the insider trick most women miss. Check the fabric's recovery. Gently pinch a small section and release it. Quality fabric springs back immediately without leaving wrinkles or creases. Cheap fabric stays wrinkled and looks tired. Margaret also taught me to avoid anything that feels too thin or transparent. You should never be able to see your hand clearly through a blouse fabric. The texture matters too. Look for fabrics with a subtle texture or weave rather than completely smooth surfaces. These hide imperfections better and photograph beautifully. Margaret's favorite budget finds are always cotton modal blends or polyester viscose combinations. They feel luxurious but cost a fraction of pure silk or high-end cotton. This fabric knowledge alone will change your shopping game, but wait until you hear her second secret about fit. It's absolutely brilliant. Before we dive into that game-changing fit secret, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. I share these exclusive style secrets every week, and trust me, you don't want to miss the insider tips that can transform your entire wardrobe on any budget. Margaret's second secret is something she calls the shoulder line rule, and once you understand this, you'll spot expensive-looking blouses from across the room. The shoulder seam should hit exactly at the edge of your shoulder bone, not hanging off, not pulling tight. This is non-negotiable for that polished, expensive look. But here's where it gets interesting. Margaret has a special alteration trick that costs less than $15 but makes any budget blouse look custom made. She takes budget blouses to her local tailor and asks for just 2 adjustments: shoulder seam positioning and sleeve length. Most women think alterations are only for expensive pieces, but Margaret knows that a $25 blouse with $15 in alterations looks better than a $100 blouse that doesn't fit properly. The sleeve length is crucial too. Margaret always ensures her sleeves hit exactly at her wrist bone when her arms are relaxed at her sides. Too long looks sloppy, too short looks cheap. And here's a detail most women overlook. The sleeve opening should be snug but not tight. You should be able to slide a finger underneath the cuff comfortably. You're probably thinking this sounds complicated, but Margaret's third secret is so simple, yet so powerful that it will shock you. This third secret is what Margaret calls the details deception, and is absolutely genius. She focuses on 3 specific details that instantly elevate any blouse: buttons, stitching, and collar construction. First, the buttons. Margaret always checks that buttons are sewn on securely with matching thread. If they're loose or the thread color is off, she either fixes it herself or passes on the piece entirely. The stitching tells the whole story. Look for straight, even seams with no loose threads. Margaret runs her finger along every seam before buying. Quality construction feels smooth and flat. Puckered or uneven stitching screams cheap, no matter how beautiful the fabric is. But the collar is where Margaret works her magic. She looks for collars that lay flat against the neck without gaping or pulling. A well-constructed collar should maintain its shape even after washing. If a blouse has a soft collar, she makes sure it's interfaced properly. You can tell by gently pressing on it. It should have structure without being stiff. Margaret's secret weapon? She always carries a small sewing kit in her purse. If she finds a blouse she loves but notices a loose button or small imperfection, she fixes it right there in the store's fitting room. Store associates are usually impressed by her attention to detail. Have you ever noticed these details when shopping for blouses? Comment yes if you're already checking these things or learning if this is all new to you. I love hearing about your shopping experiences.
But wait, Margaret's fourth secret is about color and pattern choices that make even the cheapest blouses look incredibly expensive. Margaret's fourth secret is her timeless color strategy. And this is where she really shows her sophistication. She sticks to what she calls the expensive color palette: crisp white, cream, navy, soft gray, camel, and deep burgundy. These colors photograph beautifully and never look dated or cheap. But here's her insider knowledge. She avoids bright, saturated colors in budget pieces because cheap dyes often fade unevenly or look artificial. Instead, she chooses muted, sophisticated tones that age gracefully. When she does want color, she opts for subtle patterns like thin stripes, small polka dots, or delicate florals, but only if the pattern is printed, not applied. Margaret taught me to always check how patterns align at the seams. In quality pieces, stripes match up perfectly where seams meet. This attention to details separates expensive-looking pieces from obviously cheap ones. She also avoids anything with metallic threads or shiny embellishments on budget blouses. They almost always look tacky. Her color testing trick is brilliant. She holds the blouse up to her face in natural light. If the color makes her skin look vibrant and healthy, it's a keeper. If it washes her out or makes her look tired, she passes, no matter how good the price is. This color wisdom alone will revolutionize your wardrobe, but Margaret's final secret about styling is the real game changer. If you're loving these insider secrets, hit that subscribe button now. I share Margaret's styling wisdom and other elegant fashion tips every week, and you definitely don't want to miss the sophisticated style strategies that can transform your entire look. Margaret's final secret is what she calls the styling elevation method, and this is where the magic really happens. She never wears a budget blouse as is. Instead, she layers it strategically to create depth and sophistication. Her go-to combination is a quality blazer over a budget blouse or a silk scarf that costs more than the blouse itself. But here's the sub-trauma that makes this even more interesting. Margaret has a special relationship with her dry cleaner. She discovered that professional pressing makes any blouse look exponentially more expensive. She takes her budget finds to be professionally pressed and lightly starched. It costs $3 per piece, but the transformation is incredible. Her accessory strategy is pure genius. She invests in one or two high-quality pieces, like a beautiful watch or elegant earrings, and lets them elevate the entire outfit. The contrast between the expensive accessories and budget blouse creates an overall impression of wealth and taste. Margaret also taught me about the power of proper undergarments. A well-fitted bra can make a $20 blouse look like it costs $200. The silhouette becomes clean and polished, and the fabric drapes beautifully instead of pulling or bunching. But there's one more thing Margaret does that absolutely shocked me when I first saw it. Margaret's bonus secret that she rarely shares is she keeps blouse diary. Every time she buys a budget blouse, she photographs herself wearing it and notes how it washes, how it ages, and how people respond to it. Over the years, she's identified exactly which brands and styles consistently deliver that expensive look. This diary has become her personal shopping Bible. She knows that certain discount retailers consistently carry blouses that look far more expensive than their price point, while others never quite achieve that polished look, no matter how much you spend on alterations and styling. The most surprising entry in her diary? A $18 blouse from a discount chain that she's worn to country club events, business meetings, and elegant dinners. People consistently compliment her on her beautiful silk blouse, and she just smiles graciously without correcting them. Margaret's approach proves that true elegance isn't about how much you spend, it's about understanding quality, fit, and styling. With her 5 secrets, the fabric touch test, the shoulder line rule, details deception, timeless color strategy, and styling elevation method, any woman can create a wardrobe that looks effortlessly expensive. The most beautiful part of Margaret's story is that she's not trying to fool anyone or pretend to be something she's not. She's simply making intelligent choices that allow her to look and feel her absolute best within her budget. That confidence and authenticity is what makes her truly elegant. Remember, expensive-looking style is a skill you can learn and master at any age. Margaret started developing these secrets in her 50s, and now at 65, she's the most stylish woman in any room she enters. If Margaret's timeless elegance inspires you and you want to learn more secrets for looking effortlessly sophisticated on any budget, subscribe now and ring that notification bell. I share new style wisdom every week that will help you develop your own signature elegant look. Your future stylish self will thank you.
Wait, don't leave yet. If you got this far, it's because you really care about your image. And the truth is, this is just the beginning. Here on the screen, I am leaving you other videos that will show you step by step how to dress up, confidence, style, and elegance, and thus earn the respect you have always sought. Click on any of them right now and keep growing. Your transformation starts with the details, and it continues in the next video. See you there.